Military mail call started by a freak of nature. We had changed our marketing format at Martin Supermarkets from a different signage program. So what we ended up with was over 1 million signs that we have no use for. And I thought, how am I going to get rid of these? One day I just happened to be talking to my son, who's full-time in the Indiana National Guard and who's been to Iraq a couple times. And I asked him about, during the holidays over there, how much the kids loved receiving things. And he said, oh, they love the packages. But he also loved getting cards and letters, especially from kids. And then a light bulb went off in my head, and I said, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go do a letter writing campaign. We're going to see how many we get. So at the beginning, I went out to 3 elementary schools and got limited responses. People said they were going to do it. But the 4th school I went to, when I talked to the receptionist, she got very emotional. She started crying, and I thought, wow, we've got something here. I went out to 110 schools and churches, but at that same time I knew we were going to need some help, so I got Camouflage Kids with Jeff Nix involved because Jeff's been to Iraq 2 or 3 times and he sees these soldiers receive these cards and letters and gifts.
I think when you look at what Martin's has done with military mail call, you've been able to provide a community service project to the Michiana community, and all it took is walking into a store, taking a few minutes and putting some words down on a piece of paper, whether it's also at schools or church groups, wherever. It was such a simple thing that has such a big impact on our soldiers and our military personnel. We're delighted to be a partner with Martin Supermarkets and trying to put a special touch for our military during the holiday season.
I think when you look at the cards and the letters, you'll see the emotion that people have put into it. Not only grown-ups, but the young ones. There's some kids that they've only known terrorism their whole life in a couple of these letters. But some of them are done creative, some are funny, some are sad, and some are very emotional.
They love getting stuff like this, especially from the kids. We would never have had the contacts to get the cards and letters, and for us to be able to send them over to not just the troops that are in Afghanistan and Iraq, but also to the Army hospitals and the military hospitals, that's a great honor for us.
So it was a complete surprise, I know, to Randy and Cindy and myself. We've collected nearly 24,000 cards and letters over a 1-month period. 24,000
cards. When he told me, I just went, wow. It's a great honor for us to be able to send them over.
Long term, we'd love to be able to put this together in a program format and to give this to the grocery industry, where all grocery chains across the country could do this.
So for them to get something like this, that just tells them that they're being thought of and they're being appreciated and they're being loved.